It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from Target Center. Screen coming. To Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Over to the right side. Teague. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. To Butler. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Off Ben Simmons. It'll stay with the T-Wolves. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by Butler. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. Embiid to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 3 now here in the first. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Towns, keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket, and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
The follow won't go either. Teague with the basketball. They trail by 2. That's blocked by Johnson.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Embiid to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Teague with it up top, trailing by 4. To Wiggins. Oh, had him going there for a second. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throws good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 7. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Tough make through traffic.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Beasley. To Butler. Jimmy Butler with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Beasley. To Wiggins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Substitutions. Butler matched up with Wiggins. To Redick. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Wiggins. Add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Markelle Fultz to Redick. Beyond the arc for 3. That's good D. Shot no good. And the finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
We played one at Target Center with the Timberwolves on top. Jay and I return to Minneapolis after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Cleans the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. T. 5 seconds to shoot. Teague trying to finish, but he can't get it to go. Butler to bring it up. Minute gone by in the second quarter. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Teague with the basketball. Leads a bucket. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. To Fultz. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game. Not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Butler, count the triple.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Blocked by Embiid.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Butler. Here's a chance from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Joel Embiid. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. For 3, no good. Butler into the front court. Up 5. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Teague with it up top. They trail by 7. Blocked by Butler.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
From long range. And the rebound taken by Chandler. To Embiid. To Butler. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Here comes the screen. To Teague. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Embiid to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Teague. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Butler, and Minnesota claims the rebound. A lot of contact. Shots no good, and no foul. For three. And he knocks it down, Jay.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Now whistle, as Minnesota's going to take the timeout, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Taken by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Embiid to Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. 3 seconds is the call. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Butler. To Embiid. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. To Butler. Beyond the arc for three. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested three. He buries it.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Teague with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Here's a chance from long range. Defense swarmed Teague. Missed the three. 15-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Right into the action here. The 76ers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Timberwolves have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
Butler has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Simmons with it. His guys up by 15. For 3. Off the mark. No good. Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Navigating through traffic. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Simmons to Butler from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Number 0, Jeff Teague.
Sixers have the basketball to Butler. Fires the 3, and it's Wiggins with the rebound. Teague with the basketball. His guys down 11. To Towns. Offensive rebound. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Embiid to Butler. Fires the 3. And the rebound taken in by the T-Wolves. Wiggins to Towns. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. To Simmons. 4-3. That no good. Off the mark. Good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
On the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Butler. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. trying to cash in. Shot by T. Won't go down. Oh,
He sent that one to the third row.
he was locked in. That was impressive. Karl Anthony Towns. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Towns there to get the rebound. Wiggins. To Towns. And he converts on the free throw. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Wiggins misfires. It's no good. Redick. He engulfed him that time. Wiggins. Lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz. Can't connect. Wiggins to T. Missed a wide open look. To Redick. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound gathered in by Towns. Teague with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Wiggins to Towns. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Has a chance. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It's the Sixers out in front. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Oh, he's denied.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Redick shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
T to Towns. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons to Embiid. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
To Wiggins. Deep left corner. Beyond the arc for three. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Tough make through traffic.
I was was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Teague with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Here's Towns. Shot won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Redick. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Teague trying to finish, but he can't get it to go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Covington. Towns. Covington with a shot that's off the mark. Redick with it. Lead stands at 10. J.J. Redick. 4 out of 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Teague. To Covington. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
To Redick. For 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And the denial.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Joel Embiid. Another chance. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Teague with it up top. Trailing by 14. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
From long range. Can't get the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Covington.
Michael Beasley. Stepping in for Philadelphia, number 20.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Philadelphia with the basketball.
1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Redick. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Beasley. Teague. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fultz into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Reddick fires the three. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Corner three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put on a show in a blowout. The competitive edge, obviously, came from the way they shot the three ball. In fact, a majority of their points came from long-range shots, and that's just an amazing statistic. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Timberwolves are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Butler could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.